Welcome today, and we've actually got Rona from her cooking channel today to join us on our YouTube live chat. So I want to cover a few things related to OFW topics first, purely because Rona is one of the few OFWs we have actually in the Philippines vlogging community. So Rona, what's it like being away from home? How long are you away from home at each time?
I think 12 years. Yeah, it's going to be 13 years now. Anyway, have a good day to everyone who listening there.
Okay, so we'll just wait for everybody to start joining. I think they'll join us as we continue chatting. So I'll open up.
Yeah.
That's a good point. I need to open up the live events video so I can actually see what people are doing.
Yeah.
So, so how often do you get to go back to the Philippines?
Uh, because I plan to be back in the Philippines anytime soon, or maybe this is my final year here in Singapore. So I plan to be home this coming September. I just only going to finish my working visa here in Singapore. But my contract is still ongoing up to 2018. But I plan to stop already. I'm so tired. It's stressful, the work. Yeah.
So what do you actually do there? What type of work do you do?
The nature of my work here is cooking and baking. We serve to other people, to Singaporean or international people also. And it's for the conference meeting in school.
Okay, okay. So it's like a cooking type of work, catering.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So do you get to go home to the Philippines every year or every 6 months? How often do you get to go home?
Yearly. I go back yearly because I can go back every 6 months, but I cannot do that because it's you have to waste a big money when you get there because it's typical for all the Filipino people when they work in abroad and they go back home. They treat all their family. We treat our family. We go for uh, get together. We cook and we really spend you know, some money for this vacation. So I decide not to do that. I go back yearly only so I can save more money.
Okay,
So
yeah.
that's good. Yeah.
Gets expensive quite quick.
Come again?
Going back to the Philippines gets expensive very quickly with everybody wanting to go out for meals and just general expenses, like because
Yeah.
you're the person coming back with all the money.
Yeah, yes, because the mentality of the relatives who's left in the Philippines, they think when the relatives is working overseas, money, they have so much money, they have to earn bigger than them. So I don't know. I think it's really the typical or become a traditional things when you are in abroad. Then you have to just I think it's for me it's just a Thanksgiving or just give them some things to make them happy. That's because they are so simple.
Yeah,
Simple things. You give them a simple things, then they feel like it's big already and happy for them
yeah.
to be there to
Especially if
be
it's
there.
come from abroad. There's like it doesn't matter if it's the same thing that's in the Philippines. It's because it's come from abroad. Even just that it's come from
Yeah, yeah, it's different. They think they earn double money than them. So they they think people in abroad they think they are rich.
yeah. That's so. Where are you today, Rona?
At this moment, I'm in the park. I'm doing my editing of my video here for my video cooking channel. So that's why I feel relaxed here when I do my editing. If I do that in the house, I feel so sleepy while editing my video.
Yeah, well, you get all the sunshine, don't you? So it's positive. Rather, the house you're sort of inside the building where you may have been all week, working or whatever. So it's nice to get out. Nice to get out and fresh.
Yeah. Yeah, and then can just feel the freshness of the wind. Not always you can all I mean, because I'm always in the kitchen, so I feel like I suffocated with the oil, with the grease, and like the smell of my food. So it's like so tiring.
So,
Yeah, so that's what I do that.
so what's it like living in Singapore? Because I've only been to the airport. I haven't actually spent any time in Singapore. But how do you find living there compared to the Philippines?
Okay, Singapore. Everybody know that Singapore is a nice country. It's a small country, but the economy is really boom, and very beautiful. And one thing, the good thing here is, people are so disciplined. They know how to follow the law of Singapore. That's why they are so strict here. So compare the Philippines to Singapore, because Singapore is like Makati only in the Philippines. Where, believe me, the first time I was here in Singapore, I was only thinking I'm in Makati in the Philippines, because if I think I'm in overseas, I think I cannot succeed to stay here longer in Singapore. I cannot finish my contract. So I was thinking I'm in Makati only, and then tomorrow I can go back whenever I wanted to go back. So that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
But
it's because I call the
go
UK
ahead.
the factory in the same way because I focus on the fact I'm there for work and I
Mm-hmm.
can like go there, work, go home, like you would go into the office or going wherever you work. It's not seen as being away. It's just like going to what I call the factory. It's just we go there to make money. It's not. It's not.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, same thing. It's like you don't.
Yeah. As of course you are also like overseas contract worker also, because you work in UK, but it's really different to the what I can say is just like the adjustment of the culture of the uh because it's really hard, especially when you are new, really hard. It's not easy.
Yeah, the UK is not easy either because it's always there's like being OFW anywhere. It's or being a contractor. You always have a lot of expenses in other countries, so it's I think everybody ends up paying a lot out on expenses in some form. Because you got two houses or whatever, you got expenses related to wherever you are. So you're paying
Yeah,
twice
it's
because you
true.
have your home in the Philippines, but where you are, you still have another rent, another
Yeah,
electric bill, double expenses.
yeah, it's true.
So
Yeah, it's true, because yeah, even me here in Singapore, I one thing I don't do is to spend so much for material things. I don't really do. I don't even send boxes to the Philippines, because, as you know, I'm only child and I don't have siblings. Only have my mom. So I always ask my mom, "Do you want something here in Singapore so I can buy and send it there?" Then my mother always answer me that you no need to buy there, because there is also here in the Philippines. What all you need to do only is just send me the money and I can buy it here. So you no need to send uh, boxes here. Yeah, so I never do that.
the other thing is, if it's, I think parents are normally quite good at not spending your money. If you've got a good parent, they're trying for you not to overspend. So yeah,
Yeah,
sending the same thing that's available, playing the freight, maybe paying a bit more for it. It's not,
yeah,
don't need to. That's a good idea. So what
yeah.
what made you start to do a cookery channel, by the way? What made you start doing your YouTube?
It was so funny. Actually, it was not intentionally that I'm going to have a cooking channel on YouTube. It was, I have a friend, a good friend. Then he told me that, Rona, you have a good talent in cooking. Why don't you share it on public? And I said, I was so busy, and I cannot do that. I have, I mean, I don't want to talk so big. I have a good food. So I do my own recipe. So I said I cannot share it on public, especially that I have planned to have my own restaurant. Then he told me that you no need to show your specialty. You need only to show your simple one and presentable and nice. So why don't you do that? And I said, I don't like, I'm so busy, I really don't like. Then one day he just opened an account for me and he said, I'm going to get a video for you, an account also, and ready. Then I was standing in the kitchen. Then he take the camera to me. Then I was surprised. He said, it's already on YouTube. That's the start. So it was, oh my goodness. Then I never expecting that somebody will watch me, or maybe I don't any expecting that somebody will view my video. So I was really so surprised.
Yeah.
So that's the start. How I how I get my YouTube channel.
So the next one is you talk about going back to the Philippines full time. Have you put money aside for that? You're going to set up a business. You mentioned a restaurant. You're going to go back and set up your own business in the Philippines? Yes. What? Are you there, Rona? The signal seems to be going in and out a little bit. I think we've lost Rona for a minute. I'll try and get Rona to call back in. Um, Now, does anybody have any questions they'd like to ask Rona as well? While we're waiting for her to come back. Sounds like she may be in a bad spot in the park, lost signal.
How it is now?
Oh, yeah, you're back. You disappeared
Yes,
there
I'm
for a
back.
minute.
No, I was listening to your voice, your question. That's why I never say anything. This is funny, exciting.
Yeah, I was just saying, have you planned on opening a restaurant? Have you saved some money while you were in Singapore for going back to the Philippines full time? What's your plans?
Uh, Before I decided to retire, I definitely have my savings. As everybody know, I am only I'm alone. I don't have any, I don't need to support anyone. I have only my mom. So I save my money even before I save my money.
That's
Then okay, of course I have to start in a small business first
okay. So
before it big. But it's definitely a restaurant or a bake shop.
So are you going to open a?
Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. It's alright. It goes off every now and again. It must be bad
Oh,
reception.
yeah, yes, I'll be
So
up. Come again. Okay, go ahead.
yeah, it's So are you going to start a small eatery or are you going to go a bit bigger? You're gonna.
Uh, I really don't. Depends the location and the space what I can get in the Philippines. But definitely not so small, not too big also. It's in the middle only. I don't want to put all my savings for this. Although I can make a big one, but definitely I wanted to start in a small one first. But it's either a bake shop or restaurant. But definitely I go for this kind of business.
Yeah, well, if it's what you do already, it's you already have the experience and knowledge. I think the
Yeah.
hardest part in the Philippines is getting all the ingredients every week. You know, if it's something slightly different. Um, we make our own bread and when we're there, and sometimes it's difficult to get the yeast. You know,
Yeah, but yeah. But one thing I was scared is because, of course, it's been so long. I'm not in the Philippines, and the system about the business system itself, I really don't know how, especially in the marketing. Uh, I have to study the traffic of the people with where I can get the location and uh, to please the people who wanted, because the taste is different sometimes to the people. So it's really, you have to study about this. You have to learn to catch up everything to succeed.
Okay.
I hope I can make it.
So whereabouts in the
Cross
Philippines?
finger, of course.
Whereabouts in the
Uh,
Philippines do you come from and live?
I yeah, I stay in Manila. I came from Manila. I stay in Quezon City.
Okay. Yeah, I think I've been there once. I think I visited one of April's relatives there.
Mm,
Yeah, I think we
yeah,
were.
it's a
I,
big city in Manila,
yeah, because we
bigger
were
than Manila
there.
actually.
I
Yeah,
think maybe when we had to go to the embassy, the British embassy. So I think that's when I
yeah,
was
yeah.
there.
Yes, definitely you were there.
Yeah, I was only there for a day, so
Yeah,
because we went there, did the paperwork, and back to Cebu the following day.
yeah,
Yeah, it's quite a busy location there. I found it
yeah.
very, very busy.
I've been in Cebu. I studied in Cebu. Yeah, I live in Cebu before. I stayed there for 8 years. I study in Cologne.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how did you find Cebu? How does it compare to up in Manila?
Of course, Cebu is uh because before when I was there, it's not really crowded. It's there already the SM in the Ayala, but definitely I like Cebu because people there are loving and they are so respectful. Um, it's really different from Manila. Manila is so super crowded, super noisy, super
I,
messy, but not now. Now we have a new president. I was there last December, and it's really nice. It's really more progressive now.
so that'll be an interesting thing to talk about. How how has things changed since the Dirty has been in power? That you've seen and heard from relatives and friends, etc. Well, what's improved,
Because
changed?
yeah, because I've been there. As I said, I've been there last December 10 up to 27 of December. So I went around there and I meet also one foreigner there, my friend, and it's really from when I when the airplane landing in the airport in Mia Terminal 2, when I come out from the airport, there you can see already the difference. There's no porter that hanging around there and saying Merry Christmas, Mom, which is definitely when they say Merry Christmas, there is something they what's it? How to say that? It's like there is something that they want from you.
Yeah,
But
they.
now there is yeah.
Yeah,
Now
where's my
you cannot
present?
see. There is no like that now there, and the traffic jam last December is not really bad. It's it's good, and there's no garbage around Manila now. It's more clean, more disciplined. The people, promise I can walk now without without fear that somebody will rob you, somebody will snatch your bag or your handphone. I can walk, just go through wherever you want. So it's definitely a big improvement now.
Yeah, I heard the same from Cebu. A lot of people have said very similar. You know, they feel much safer now. The things,
Yeah,
it's more
true.
progressive. Things are starting to change.
Yeah.
What do you think about Duterte's war on the drugs? What do you think about that? Do you think it's too extreme? Something the Philippines needed? What's your view?
For me, he's a good one. Only his mouth is a big mouth. But it's true. He has a big mouth. But he has a good, he's a good president. Really, he
Yeah,
worked.
he seems to
He
love the
worked. He's not.
country, but not his pocket, which I think is a good thing. You know, he's more concerned about the country than making money, which is I think is a very
Yes,
good thing
it's
for the
true.
Philippines.
Yeah, it's true.
So
And
that's
hoping it will continue and he can finish his term until next because if not, it will be so sad because it's still starting and processing the things in the Philippines at this moment. So hoping and with just praying that he can finish his term.
I think so. I think the initial problems where people thought there was threats to him, etc. I think that's gone very quiet now. I think there's been so much positive stuff. Although we don't see it much in the media, it's just things I'm hearing from a lot of different people that he's got a lot more
Yeah.
support than probably when he first went in because people are
Yeah,
seeing
but
changes now.
yeah,
It's,
but remember there is also another president, the Estrada administration, and Estrada, when Estrada is the president of the Philippines, he also choice of the Filipino people, but they forced him to, get
exactly.
down.
Yeah.
So, so, you know, we, you know, we cannot
Yeah.
hold, the future. Yesterday we didn't know what's going to be happen. So let's
That's
hope and pray.
yeah, let's hope he stays on the same path and not change to something that has a negative impact on the country. Right now, it seems to be getting investing. It seems to be trying to reduce
Yeah,
crime, doing some
yeah.
positive. Let's hope it stays on
Yeah,
the same
it's
path.
yeah, it's not easy to to take out all these things to solve all these things because Philippines is a big country and how many population we have. So it's not easy. It takes time to reduce all these things to finish all this kind of problem. But of course, it depends to the government
Do
how
you
they
think a
work
lot of
on
the
it.
do you think a lot of the problems in the Philippines is some people's mindset though? Because I know myself, I've seen a lot of things with people where the money going back that OFW send is just spent on beer, it's spent on all the wrong things, new cell phones, whatever. It's not spent
Yes,
on
this
finishing
is
the house, paying the bills.
yeah, this is really sad. It happened. It's really happened. It's for me, because as I said, I work here. I work here in abroad. But promise, even I have my own house. My own house, I don't. There is nobody stay there. It's an empty house. But my mother's house, it's really I never fix. I just let it like that. I don't want to waste my money. But my mother told me, you're alone. You cannot bring your money when you die. So you have to be happy. You have to spend your money. I said, sometimes I'm in the middle only. And I said, um, I need to save my money. I don't want to spend this in a wrong way because when there is something happen between me and my mom or to me or to her, where do I get the money? I cannot ask my relative because nobody will help me there. I don't know where to go in the Philippines when there is something going to be happen. It happened to me before when my dad gets sick that time. So I don't want it to be happen again. So I make it sure that when I spend my money, it's in a proper way. And,
uh,
I don't want
so,
to waste it.
so how much is your monthly budget for living in Singapore? Is it quite expensive there?
For some people, yes, it's expensive here. But for me, because uh, I'm so stingy, I don't want to spend my money so much. So I'm making sure my 100 dollar is will last until 1 month. So that's what I
Okay.
do. I don't want to
So you
spend so much. Yeah.
so
Because it's because here in Singapore is this is the number one expensive city in the whole world. So your $50 is just one, when you buy it's just one click only and it will gone. It will be
yeah.
finished. So you have to be wise when you go shopping and you have to think first. Some OFW here, they never think about it. They just expend their money for nothing. And then when they go back to the Philippines, when they go back to their country, there is no savings because they go for, they wasting their money for nothing only. So I don't want to happen it to me. So I make it sure my money is in the right place.
That's good. I'm exactly the same. I save for the future, because you don't know what's tomorrow. But also, if you want to do something in the future, you need money in some way, to get ahead.
Yes, yes,
If you're spending your
yes.
budget every month, it's okay until something goes wrong, or the
And
contract finishes, you got no work, no money. So
yeah, no money. And the in the Philippines that the medical system is really bad, right? So you have to save for this.
yeah, exactly. I just had my son price for some dentist work. It's going to cost me 920 euros, which is, I'll do a quick,
About
uh,
62, I think 60, let's say we put it 60 something
yeah, 50.
pesos per 1 euro.
Well, the exchange rates are up and down. So today's price, it's nearly 50,000 pesos for his teeth.
Yeah, yeah. But I told you, your 50,000 pesos in the Philippines, it's nothing. It's
Yeah.
really nothing. I it's just one clap of your hand, and your 50,000 is, where did it go in the Philippines?
Yeah, especially if you visit family, because you're like eating out, and it's
You
very
see,
easy.
you cannot eat in Jollibee without 500 pesos, because one order in Jollibee is about 160 something.
Yeah.
The burger, you have to have 500 pesos in your pocket when you go to the restaurant.
Yeah, minimum. Minimum.
Yes, it's true, right? So it's just
So,
it's it,
so changing the topic. So what do you think about the Philippines vlogging community? Because it seems to be so many different types of people online now. Before it's quite quiet, but now it seems like it's sort of exploded. There's all sorts on there. So what's your view on it?
actually my view, my point of view. This is my point of view. As long as they are happy what they are doing, let them be. Just do whatever they wanted to do on blogging. But don't don't do that. They are ride on just because someone is well known on blogging, and they just uh you know what do you call that, strike them in one shot, just because get uh they wanted to get the name beyond that name also. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. So but what do you think about the negative stuff? Because there seems to be a lot of positive stuff out there, but there's a few negative people out there. What do you think about that sort of thing?
No, for me, that negative people, they only wanted to be famous. They only wanted to be well known on blogging. That's why they think to be negative. For me, it's just they are nothing. As long I really don't care about them. What I care is myself.
Yeah,
Though what I'm doing on my video is like, though though I give something to learn them from me, or do I give them bad to them because of this, what I'm doing like this. So I don't really care if they do like that, being negative. Let them be. It's their way. I mean, it's a social media. As long as they are not cyberbullying, fine with
yeah.
me.
You mentioned that, but what about? Didn't Jeff troll you before?
Yes, so for I have a lot before, but uh, my friend told me that you cannot be on YouTube if you are sensitive. You cannot be on YouTube if you are like your skin is like onion. You have to be strong. You have to be fighter. So ignore them. What I did is I don't want you, as you know, as my channel, right, as a cooking video, mostly some mostly the viewer is like chef or from international, which is they are not the same blogger as the blogger in the Philippines, the expat blogger.
Yeah,
They are not like that. So I don't want to mention any expat blogger in the Philippines on my YouTube, because for sure my viewer will be curious about it, and they will look for them, so they will add the subscriber.
Yeah, it's
No way.
yeah. It's. I mean, I know something come out today about a conversation I had with Cedric, because Cedric mentioned something about Jeff, and then Cedric.
Hi, Cedric.
Yeah,
I hope
basically,
you're listening.
I
Have
just
a
found
good
it
day in the
funny.
Philippines.
I just found it funny because it was Cedric that brought it up, and then it's like he didn't give it to Jeff to create something. I just like, okay, but it's it's not me being exposed about asking something Cedric had asked, said to me. So
Yeah.
it's like this is the thing I think goes on as well. Is some people bounce things off people trying to create arguments.
Yes,
Um,
it's true.
yeah, so people have to. If you're in the vlog community, you got to watch for that because they do it on
But it's
purpose.
like this. You know how to play the potbo, right? When the
Yeah,
ball runs to you, just kick them out. Kick them out. And when the ball bouncing back to you, kick them back them on YouTube.
yeah. Just go backwards and forwards, and then they go looking for something else to argue about. It's just like,
Yeah.
what are you guys doing?
Yeah, I hope people will enjoy what we are talking here, because really this is fun.
It's the real life, though. That's the thing. It's the real life. Some people like to do that stuff. And you just think, okay, that's what you're doing. That's fine.
can, can can I have some game with you?
A game video, whatever.
You I will be the one who asks, and you answer.
Okay, you can ask. You can ask me any questions. I don't mind.
Okay, I mentioned name of the blogger, and you put your, what can you say in one word to them?
Okay, which blogger?
Okay, uh, Henry Beres or Ricay Beres. What can you say about him? One word.
Who's that?
Ricay Beres. Ricay
Rike.
or Henry Beres. Yeah, Ricay.
Yeah,
Ricay. Yes.
The thing for me is I don't really know them that well. I see YouTube as just a single view of
Mm,
individuals. So for
okay.
me, I wouldn't comment on an individual unless they were very
Safe,
had
safe
the
answer. You
I
want a
do.
safe answer?
Yeah, because I can't really comment on Rike. I've watched a few of his videos, and he has the same view on living in the Philippines as so many
Mm-mm.
people I know of that age group. So I can't really comment. I know something come out about him yesterday
Okay.
or
One
something, but
more. One
it's
again. Michael
yeah, come
Paseo.
on. Next one, next.
Michael Paseo. Do you watch him? Do you know him?
I know him,
Michael
but
Paseo.
I've got to admit, I'm one of probably the few vloggers that don't watch that much of other people's videos because I'm normally very busy. But I would say he's okay. I don't think there's any issues with him. He seems okay, just enjoying life in the Philippines. So nothing negative about him, that's for sure.
I ask you one word, you explain.
I can't, I can't do it in one word. I don't.
That's why I
It's
give you
impossible.
XX for your answer.
It can be misquoted if I just do one word.
Okay, set style.
So style, I'll try it.
I says. And I
Loud.
says this is only
Yeah, I think
loud. When you say big mouth,
no, vocal in the sense that
I thought
like
you're going to tell. I thought you're going to tell me he has a big mouth.
no,
Instead of
see, that's
this
why I
is for
said I
fun
won't do it in
only.
one word. Already you misquoted.
Says don't get angry. This is for fun only.
Yeah, yeah. I think he's very positive. I suppose that's it, positive, because he doesn't really get
Uh,
into the negative stuff. So positive would be the one word.
two more. Two more. Jeffrey Brown.
Um, I can't really. I'm trying to say something positive about him, but I can't think of anything.
Why don't you
I
tell
can't think of
insane
anything.
or
There's nothing
crazy?
there.
So crazy. Hello there. All the trolls, hello there. I know there's so many there
Yeah.
listening to this.
Yeah, there's lots of people on the live chat over on the YouTube channel.
Really.
Yeah, so there's a lot of people listening in the background. Yeah,
Hello, all of you there. Hope you enjoy listening to this live chat of to me and Matt Welke. Hi, Matt. Sure.
oh, hang on, I just clicked on something by accident. Yeah, so who would you say is your positive influences on the vlogging? Who do you actually watch
Uh,
and like the most?
Actually, my mentor, I could say he's my mentor, Be Adventure. He helped me so many things. He teach me so many things on YouTube
He's a very
video.
Yeah, he seems a very upbeat person. He seems very bubbly, you know, from the stuff I've seen of him. He seems a very positive person generally. I don't know what he's
Yes,
like in real
yes.
life, but from his YouTube
He's
perspective,
very
very
kind. He's very nice man.
yeah, yeah.
He's like my brother. Hi,
Oh,
Brendan. How are you there? Hope you watching. I hope you're listening my live chat. Yeah. Can I promote?
yeah, sure, sure. It's your chat. You say what you like.
Yeah, please watch and subscribe the adventure. He travel along Asia, and of course subscribe my channel, Rona Home Cooking Channel. And thank you so much for everyone. Thank you, Matt, for giving me this opportunity to live chat with you.
You're
Thank you so
welcome,
much.
and you're welcome to do one the other way around on your channel with me. You can interview me if you like. So
Yeah, sure.
what we'll do is we'll cut this chat off here because you probably got a lot to do today. You've got your editing and stuff to do. So it's been great talking with you.
Yes,
And maybe,
yes, I enjoy talking with you.
yeah, you too. And hopefully we can do this again sometime. Maybe you can teach
Yeah,
me.
sure, sure. You just give me a ring and we can do it again.
Fantastic. Take care and have a great
Yeah,
day. Bye for
yeah.
now.
Thank you too, and thanks. God bless. Bye.
Bye,
Bye,
bye.
everyone.
And thanks everybody for
Have a good
watching.
day.
Bye.
Yes, thanks.